verdict on the ST, on the Mann Act, on another ST with Jane Doe 1, and on the Mann Act with Jane Doe 2. But we got a video clip we're going to show you, and then we're going to break it down and let you know our personal thoughts. Is this Diddy's family right here?
Yes, kids.
Couldn't get us no club music for them walking up.
I think you turned the sound off on it.
I didn't touch nothing. No.
There you have the verdict sheet right there, where everybody's gonna document down how they feel about the charges with Diddy. So basically, what's going on? This is the last week of the Diddy case, man. The verdict is coming out. The feds have come out, made their closing statement saying that Diddy's a monster. He tried to use his money. He thought his money put him above the law. He did all these disrespectful things, and then they broke down each charge, and they let you know how he basically broke
All
basically.
this delayed footage. Go ahead.
Yeah, they went down each charge, and they told you like how he broke how he basically should be charged for this situation, like with the whole Cassie situation with her trying to leave and him beating her up, with the whole them having escorts coming to basically go to different parties with them, and they basically showing like transaction history. They showing that, so they're feeling like a lot of these should be slam dunk. I mean, some people feel like the feds are stretching, overreaching. They saying that like this is basically just a souped up DV charge that they trying to get him on. But I mean, it does look nasty. After listening to all my lawyers talk, they're saying that Diddy should be guilty. Most of the people are saying that he may be guilty out of they can guarantee 3 of the charges instead of all 5 of the charges. Only just because of the whole Jane Doe situation, which is 50 Cent baby mama. They feel like with her, she was old enough, she knew about the situation, she could have left plenty of times, and then on top of that,
Diddy was paying her bills.
he's still currently paying her rent.
Yeah.
So you got that one, and then they have the RICO charge, just because it's a whole complex situation, and then just because of movies, and the fact that people think when you think of RICO, you think of like a criminal organization, you think of like Al Capone or like
the mob type
or
stuff.
the mob type stuff, or like you see a whole bunch of criminals, you see a whole organization, you see drugs, you see killing, you see a whole bunch of things. But with this, you just see Diddy being freaking nasty. So I mean, and that's why the whole Diddy's defense team was making fun in light of this whole situation. They didn't even bother to call up Diddy to the stand to take defense on themselves, or they didn't even bother to call up anybody else. They're saying like the feds did the police did our job for us. Like everybody that we showed you that came up here, we showed you that they were lying. They had something to gain out of this. They were trying to get money out of this whole situation. Like with the whole lady saying that, oh, Diddy hung me over the balcony. Then they said like, well, how did he hang you over the balcony when he was how did he hang you over a balcony in California if at the same time he was in New York? That didn't make sense. Or like with the other girl who said that, oh, Diddy did all this crazy things to me. They were like, well, how are you saying that Diddy did all this crazy things to me, but at the same time you writing this heartfelt letter saying that, oh, Diddy's an amazing person? So I mean, to me, Diddy's team did a great job of trying to murky the water up, trying to make it sure that this is 100%. You can't really believe anybody here. So that's where we're at right now, man. Right now we're on day 2 now of the Diddy verdict. It may be coming
Yeah.
down to the end of the day.
Yeah. What's
How do you
crazy?
feel about it?
What's crazy is like that we think that probably by the time that this podcast comes out, that though a verdict will be reached. They say that usually when there's a 4-day weekend and there's a trial going on, that they always figure it out,
Mm-hmm.
so that way they could get there. And
Facts.
with July 4th coming up, they're saying that they don't want to miss that holiday, so they don't think that they'll have to intervene or have a hung jury or do a Mann Act
Mm-hmm.
or was it called the Mann Act, or
Yeah.
what is it where they like force them?
No, the trafficking is when they force them to do anything. The Mann Act is basically like it's the trafficking,
Oh
like the escorts flying over to have stuff, to do stuff with them.
yeah, but I'm sorry, there was another word where the judge can like invoke a rule that basically like kind of is like telling them like no, you got to come to a decision. But I think I don't know what to think. I mean, if they're stuck on the last one, What do you think? Does that mean they got him guilty on at least two or more on the other ones?
No, I feel like they have him guilty on at least two. I know they have him guilty on the Cassie. The Cassie they have him guilty on,
There was video, yeah.
and probably the thing with Cassie they probably with the man with the man acts like. It's the fact that they were adults. It's not like it was like somebody being forced to do it. These are like grown men. They're being paid to do these things. They weren't forced to do any drugs. They all said it like, oh, that I never had to do any drugs. Did he never make me do any drugs? I was always sober. So with that, it's kind of iffy. But with that charge, it only gives a maximum of 10 years. So he only can do up to 10 years for those charged the man acts. The S trafficking starts off with a minimum of 15. So I feel like he's gonna get the S trafficking because those are 2 10 years, and then he's gonna get an S trafficking, and then the other ones he's gonna beat, but he's not gonna get a lot of time because R.
Go ahead.
R. Kelly got a similar case with like Diddy's, but R. Kelly had like a bunch of people, and he had minors, and he got 30 years. So if he get 30 years, Diddy only got one person.
And like a lot of the investigation and evidence and everything actually like did him a favor because a lot of the witnesses were like not really looking that good for the prosecution. So
Exactly, and it was whole different. Like Diddy, they both had tapes, but like R. Kelly's was like a lot crazy, and this was like if you
yeah,
give
it was way more out there.
way more out there. So if you give R. Kelly 30, so you know that you already know the top. The top is 30. That's crazy. So if you got 15,
All right. So Diddy's gonna get 15.
you think he's
He's at
15?
15 years. He's only gonna have to do 7.
And then wait, hold on. And then Young Thug got like 20. Remember, I think Young Thug got like 20 years for this whole little situation.
Yeah.
And got it all put on probation. So you see how those is. Even though his estate charge, Young Thug's estate charge, he killed they killed somebody.
Yeah.
So I said like he get like 19.
19.
19. 19 he due to
I'm going with 15. I think he's gonna do 15. Have to do like 7.5. How long has he been in jail? Like a year?
at least a year and a half at the most. They give you time. You don't do it like I think with the feds you end up doing like 80% of your time. Something like that, maybe close to maybe a little bit more than 80%. So he's gonna have to do that. But then, like you can do like work release programs, and then like they can give you, and then you already know Uncle Donald and they go coming on the seventh round. I mean this game 7 and free him as soon as he leaves. So I feel like Diddy gonna get charged with 19 and end up doing 4.
Is like screw Diddy.
Nah.
Tupac for life.
Mm-mm.
And I'm freeing R. Kelly.
He might free R. Kelly, Suge Knight, and Diddy.
No, we're joking, but
he might free all 3 of them because I think they're cool. I think a lot of them are cool with Diddy. A lot of them are cool with Donald Trump.
Well, you know what? Diddy's been around forever, and he was in New York, so he actually has like a high chance of actually knowing Donald.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a crazy thing. It's crazy that every decade there's like a trial of the decade. Mm-hmm. There's like 1 or 2 of them, and that like this one of like the the 2020s, I guess.
Do you feel like if they get a hung? Do you feel like if they get a hung jury on the RICO charge, do you feel like they're gonna retrial it? Because let me tell you first, with the RICO charge, that's when they can take all his assets and everything. That's when they can go. Wow, they can get Capricorn Clark. They can get the people like D-Rock and the Capricorn Clark. They can go out and get after them. That's when they can seize all his assets, all his homes.
Do you think that they're gonna figure something out because the July 4th weekend's coming up?
Yeah, they're gonna figure. Nobody wants to be in court all the way until the whole next weekend. I feel like they gonna get this at least by at least Wednesday afternoon before they leave. Yeah, but like the sentencing is gonna happen, and then you already know Diddy's team. He already has somebody there to appeal it. So they already worked. They've been there the whole time from day one. So they've been writing. So as soon as this doesn't go his way, he's gonna appeal it. So you already know how this is gonna go. Like he's gonna appeal it. You're gonna hear about that, and then by the time Donald Trump gets out in 4 years, that's when they just gonna pardon him. And this is all for nothing.
I don't know, but it's crazy because I mean nothing's really out of the picture. I mean, who would have thought that we would be in reality, that like current reality would be it? Like whoever thought that like Trump would be president, and then we would have like the Diddy parties that everyone used to be like the place to be for celebrities is gonna turn into like these freak shows. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy times we're living in. I mean, they're literally gonna probably make movies about all this stuff.
TMZ already did. It's a lot of movies on Peacock and
no, documentaries is one thing, but I think like movies.
Or like Tubi movies.
No, like movies. Like where they get real
Mm,
actors like Brad Pitt.
that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy. But
Brad Pitt is Sean Diddy Combs.
but I don't think it's gonna get that far. Like you're gonna put like some major art,
Stupid.
some real big celebrities into it, unless it's like it gets like what 50, 60 years down the line, because we ain't get a Bill Cosby movie yet. We haven't got a Bill Cosby movie yet. I haven't seen anybody make a an R. Kelly movie yet, unless it's on Tubi.
Yeah, I wonder if they're scared they're gonna get sued.
You're gonna get sued, and as soon as Diddy's still alive. I mean, you haven't got Mike Tyson. You haven't got a Mike Tyson movie or a Tupac movie. Tupac's been dead. I mean, you got a bunch of Tupac movies.
I was about to say
You did get a lot of those, but they
slander
never
him
like
in the comments for
no.
even saying that
I
because
mean,
there's
but
been like a bunch of Tupac movies.
you never had any
You
of
didn't watch
them.
Tupac Resurrection?
It was a lot of Tupac movies. I don't think it was any like that focus on just specifically the situation where like he went to jail for the R word for that lady. Like they said it, they brushed over it, but it was really about like him getting out, and like him switching over from like one side to going to death row. You think so? Or was it
My
like?
co-host likes getting into details.
I mean, what was it? I mean, did they go into details with that part about his life?
I don't remember honestly. It's been so long since I've seen it, and I couldn't tell you.
'Cause I remember every time they made a Tupac movie, they really always try to focus on his relationship with his mom, him.
Well, usually what it is, especially if it's a movie that's telling a movie on his whole life, that's a lot to fit into like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So they gotta like kind of like glance over like certain parts. Like they like might give a certain section in his life like 7 minutes in the movie. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because it's like they can't spend a whole half hour on one part
I give you that.
unless you're making the movie about just that part of his life.
We gonna see, but y'all comment down below how you feel about this situation. Do you feel like Diddy finna walk away free? How many charges is he guilty of? I say he's guilty of three, at least three. He finna get hit with the Cassie charge, and then the man acts. Besides that, everything
The
else,
transporter.
the transporting
Diddy is the transporter.
facts. Even though I feel like it's a crime, I mean, like you're a grown adult. If you chose to do it, you chose to do it. But it is what it is. Moving.